det ikke den skærm der, man skal kunne se også? Eller hvad? Det må det næsten være. Man kan vel ikke se så meget heroppe. Man kan vel ikke se...
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Davral Tien, and you are tuned in to the Underwater Rugby Channel. The next match here today in Bellahoy Swim Stadium is between Polisen and Flipper. As usual, we introduce the team in blue first. That is Flipper. Wearing number 4, Tor Hammer Nielsen. Number 7, Martin Scheldgaard. Number 8, Jakob Lapp. Number 10, Kim Isberg. Number 26, Mikkel Rasmussen. Number 20, Tim Jensen. Number 23, Richard Grove. Number 28, Bastian Davidson. Number 37, Andreas Antonsen Kies. Number 39, Jørn Christophersen. Number 40, Alexander Jorgensen. No? Number 71, Claude Larsen. On the other side of the water from Stockholm, Sweden, wearing number 1, Petter Aronsson. Number 3, Robin van Tricht. Number 4, Marcus Vorman. Number 5, Teresa Blennert. Number 8, Niklas Nylén. Number 9, Roger Lund. Number 10, Petter Ekman. Number 11, Andreas Tall. Number 12, Christopher Biderstål. Number 15, Zacharias Lauberry. Number 17, Marcel Zoll. And number 33, Jakob Thun. The referees this match. On land, Robert Glock. And in the water, Kaiser Lindman and Jyrki Mutta. All right, the two teams have exchanged. Are you talking, Anton? No. The two teams have exchanged banners, and we see Jakob Thun, the captain here, number 33, coming over, and shortly this match will be underway. It's really important to have a good start to the season, obviously. And the two Swedish teams in the league, Malmö Triton and Polisen, struggled a bit last year. The new season, to want to turn things around. I notice Polisen is missing Andreas Höglund, whom they could certainly use. And they don't have Maki Nordstrom either. And they're missing, who else are they missing? Oh, they could have some other players. They have
You stay left or right?
maybe a minute or two before the match to start.
One minute.
Okay, 60 seconds and the match will begin. We can see Mikael Rasmussen adjusting his mask at the last second. Police and players talking a little bit. It's evening here in Copenhagen, dark outside. We've had an intense day of underwater rugby.
Teams ready.
And they're off. First to the ball, Polisen. And they get the ball to Ekman, who's a very fast swimmer. He moves it all the way around, but passes backwards. And Polisen goes down to the bottom. They like to play on the bottom, and they're going to avoid fighting on the surface, I think. That's not the Polisen style. Flipper takes the ball, but the Flipper player is wrapped up and bobbles it, and the referee's
Blue free throw.
holding. Free throw awarded to Flipper. Flipper manages to move the ball 3/4 of the way across the pool, and now they're backed into over to the right side. Not in a rush to go in. Looking for teammates. Also sticking to the bottom here, and the ball's passed down to the bottom. Here they are on the outside, looking for some sort of play, but the ball is forced out of Flipper's grasp, and Polisen's going the other way. We see Marcus Vorman passing to Tal, and he's tied up, and he's lost the ball, and it's going to be an attack on
Blue free throw.
Probably with attack on the head or choking, or not that it was very dangerous, but they were going to call, but we don't see what it was actually. That's my guess. Flippers get the ball back again. First half, no score yet. Still over 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Polisen snatches the ball away, drifting up to the top and trying to get a pass out to a teammate and halt the action.
Number 10, 2 minutes. Number 10, 2 minutes.
So, Petr Ekman has been sent off.
Blue free throw.
2 minutes in the penalty box. I don't know what the 2 minutes was awarded for.
Team separate.
The referees order the teams to separate, go to their side.
It is a white free throw because of choking.
Choking, there we go. So Petr Ekman sent off for choking, and that will give Flipper power play, 2 minutes. I don't understand why Polisen would start with a free throw if they had been penalized, but try to find out later. But right now, Flipper's coming over and passes over to the right side, bounces out unsuccessfully, and it's a fast break now. And it was Robin van Tricht moving over, and they decide not to go straight in, instead going over to the left side and passing down Polisen player in the corner passes to a teammate who can head over to the basket, but there were plenty of defenders there. Zoll being pushed back, and the ball bouncing until picked up again by Polisen. We'll see Andreas Tal, he's got it, and finds a teammate going forward, but they haven't made a real hard move. I think that's Roger Lund over there on the far left holding the ball. Now there's a move, and Flipper pushing out in the middle of the pool, and they've got 3-on-2. Polisen is able to respond pretty well defensively there. Remember, they are eating up a penalty, and the power play should be over now. So Petter Ekman can rejoin, or the forward in his position is back in the water. Pushed out of bounds.
Blue free throw.
Free throw awarded to Flipper. Pushing on the right side along the wall, Flipper player is looking for a teammate, finds one, and there's a pass which was read but not quite, wasn't seized, and Flipper's instead wrestling in towards the goal. The referee indicates free throw.
White free throw.
It was pushing the goalie without the ball. So Polisen will have a chance to go on the offense. 0-0, 10 minutes remaining in the first half. They put the ball into play, directly down deep, swimming over to the left side, to the strong side. Polisen player is dragged up to the surface, and Marcus Vorman and who else? Kusper Videstål fighting, trying to get the ball. Still Marcus Vorman in there, fighting two Flipper players. Eventually, it's a Flipper player below who comes up with it. And they come over to the other side, hard forechecking. Trying to get space under the goalie. They're coming in for a second rush, and it's a forward does come in. And they drag everything up to the surface. But Petter Ekman there jerked the ball away. And Dunn trying to take the ball back from Flipper. Flipper's now pushed over to the side. They're coming is on the right. Polisen defense is there in good time. And an attempt to go over and pass down is thwarted. So far Flipper has been able to hold off, but now there's a there was an attack with no defender, and the basket's empty. And it's a goal. So there we can see that once...
Goal for blue. Who scored? Yeah, 3-7 and assist number 4.
Who was it who scored?
Team's getting...
The assist went to Dor Hammer Nielsen. Robin Van Triek swimming over, and he's caught up.
Blue free throw.
Flipper on the bottom here with a 1-0 lead. They're pushing, and the ball bounces out. Flipper holds on to it. A new attack mounting here, starting from the bottom. Now in the center. And there's a tunnel built, but the tunnel's not good enough. So they back out and start over. Flipper seems to be very calm and methodical about this. This is going to be a dissection. That's the goal. It's going to be a neat unraveling of the police and defense.
Wide
free throw awarded to Polisen. They pass it back towards the center of the pool, and before they can go further, they're tied up. But the scrum is moving in the direction of Flipper's goal, Flipper's basket, which is a good thing for police, and of course, someone can get the ball underneath and swim straight down and make an attack. So both teams are trying to, of course, keep a presence below the scrum in order to capitalize on a drop ball. And who will be able to do it? So far it looks like Polisen has been better at keeping a player there, and they're rewarded for it, and they're coming in, but there's a strong neck grip or shoulder grip there, and the ball's not really available to make a pass with, and they float up to the surface, and we see a repeat of the surface fight. And this is not going to be to Polisen's advantage, I don't think, because Flipper doesn't mind going on the surface if that's what happens. But now they've got a fast break, batted away by Polisen. Tal is moving, he's got pressure on him, but he's found a teammate. Aronsson is there, he passes forward, Aronsson stays down to get a return pass, and they lose the ball, but they're putting pressure on the Flipper players. Flipper forecheck stopped close to the Polisen basket, no longer a big element of surprise anymore. This is not a fast break. They're going back to try and structure some kind of attack. And in comes, is it a captain or who it is from Flipper, pushing the back, trying to invest the work into breaking down the defense. But instead, Police has come up with it. They've got 3 players, but they don't seem to have a structure that will go into the goal in a quick way. But now they've come over, and they're underneath. They're trying to pass back on the other side. They like to do that. They like to pass back and forth around the basket. They lose it, but it comes back to Polisen again. Can Polisen score here? No, they've lost the ball. That was one of the best attacks that Polisen's had so far. It was a hopeful sign that they're not going to be broken down in this game. They're resisting. They could have scored that, conceivable. Now, there's a hard push on the goal.
Ball for Blue. 26. And
So Mickey Rasmussen scored that goal there. And that was a pure effort. Physically he drove the goalie off. So Rasmussen's big, he's strong, he's fast. He's not the captain for nothing, and that was a good example of individual effort. There wasn't really any
getting ready.
Plan to pass the ball or anything. He was going to drive the goalie off, and he did it. Out come Polisen in the middle of the pool. Everything turned pitch black for a moment, for me anyway, and I suspect that's the way the live stream was too.
Blue, free throw.
Free throw for Flipper. I don't know the reason for it, but the first half is now almost more than 2/3 of the way done. Approximately 3.5 minutes left in the first half, and Flipper is coming over and threatening. The player who's coming in is trying to make a pass across, but failing that, has a teammate come in from behind who can keep the ball moving in the same direction. Now they've got to pass. Oh, yes. Rasmussen was right there. He took up the space where the back should have been and just blasted the ball into the basket. It was very similar to the last goal that he scored,
Ball Blue.
but there was less resistance. And yep, there we go. So Rasmussen scored 2 goals already in this game. Anundson sees the open goal. He wants to get there, but it's far away when someone's grabbed onto your legs and is holding you. Leonard holding she passes back. Police is coming in. They're around the goal. This is where they want to be. And they score.
Ball for White. Number 13.
They said 13, but there is no 13 on the roster. It must have been 33, Jakob Thun. overcome Flipper. 3-1 with 2 minutes left. Flipper has a 2-point advantage here, and they're on Polisen's side, a little behind the back. Fancy ball handling. And now Polisen is maybe playing a bit better than they were at the beginning, but they've got a deficit to make up. Coming in along the bottom. Now 3 Polisen players, good position. Now they lost a player in the middle, and they needed that player in order to get a pass over to the other side. Instead it's scooped away, stolen, and it's going to be a one-on-one situation. It's very bad for Polisen here. And the Flipper players are coming in on the bottom now, but Polisen has managed to stave off that attack. It was touch and go there for a second. Well done by the defense to stop that. And they have a fast break now. Teresa Blenard, she's passed over and stays down. She goes into the corner, and she kicks off the corner and comes back out to the center. So Polisen's setting up an attack with some method in it. And they're looking for a player on the right side who's not there. They wanted some transition through the middle, the way they like to score, passing around the goal. And they come soon, and it's the end of the first half.
Both team captains to the referee desk. Both team captains to the referee desk.
So the referees have instructed the captains to come over for a conference here at halftime. And could it be that they're concerned about the way the teams are playing? Is it too rough? I'll go and see if I can find out.
Teams getting ready.
Time is running. Put it back on 15.
Ready.
Second half, Polisen and Flipper. Flipper has a 3-1 lead.
White, free throw.
During the halftime, the referee instructed the two team captains to come over for a conference, and they were discussing a few different points. One was the free throws that the referee wanted the two teams to strictly follow the 2 meter 3 second rule, and also if they wanted to raise points with the referees, they had to call timeouts to do so. But nothing else major. Now Polisen has an attempt to score, and the Flipper goalie was pretty firmly in place, but there was space there for a second there. Just play that leaves. They come in from above, fighting, and the police player manages to pass down, and the second player comes in, and a long ball is blasted out there, and police picks it up, and they need to change directions, gather up some players to make this move. Zoll had under pressure, but they managed to get it pretty far, lose it and regain it, and they're coming in. Tal has got the ball. He turns. He's under a lot of pressure there, and he's tall. He managed to get it out. He's turning. Oh, it's a real labor to hold on, and in the end, Polisen does hold on to it. Wiedestål and a nice pass over to the other side, but there are too many Flipper players there until Wiedestål comes up and snatches it away. Nicely done, and the ball bounces down to the bottom. Police player goes down to get it. He's attacked from behind his Tal, who eventually the ball's dropped to the bottom, and Polisen's tenaciously forechecking. So Flipper was unable to clear the ball out of their own zone.
For referee's ball.
A referee ball called. That means they'll throw it in the center of the pool.
Time. Okay. Ready.
And Flipper has it. Rasmussen coming in under, trying to pry the back up, and a Flipper player looking up and down, trying to find out if anyone's coming to attack him. Eventually, they settle on the side, and the pass goes to a player who is pretty well covered, actually. He's got two players on him. He manages to hold on to the ball, and the police and defense is in position. Ball bounces down. The police and player sees it.
White, free throw.
Holding, and the ball's awarded to Polisen. Zacharias already puts the ball into play, and Polisen makes the first move on the surface. Warman is there. It's a tough scrum. And Flipper comes up with the ball. His teammate was briefly free, but now most of the passing avenues are gone. But he makes it to the surface, he breathes, and a lot more Flipper help is there. But now he comes over, down below on the bottom, and it bounces out. Polisen trying to start a fast break here, and the pass unfortunately goes to a Flipper player. But Polisen comes to get it, can't keep it, and now a player coming in off the bench signals to his teammate with a poke on the back, gets it, and they move. But now it's Polisen, Jakob Thun, but Thun's unable to protect the ball, stripped away and gone, and it's now a fast break for Flipper, and the defense is not settled. Could be a score here. The ball bounces on the bottom and Polisen collects it, and now it's a Polisen attack. This is back and forth, risk taking and reward, and now Polisen would like to capitalize on this. Ekman on the left side hoping to get the ball back again, but instead the ball is out and Flipper's heading the other direction again, but the ball bounces to the bottom before they can go the right direction. Sideways goes Rasmussen and then down. Polisen's defense is stabilized, and up they go, up and down, 3-1 lead, 9 minutes roughly remaining in this match. Oh, pass below, and Flipper stationed itself so that it was disturbing the area around the goal. The police held them off and managed to get a really long, beautiful pass out there to Lauber. It was nice. And now Zoll is struggling, and they get the ball all the way over to Flipper's basket, and they're dragged up to the surface. Referee blows the whistle.
2 minutes.
2-minute penalty
2 minutes. Fisting.
for punching.
2 minutes.
So Mikhail Rasmussen is out for 2 minutes. Power play for Polisen.
White. White, free throw.
So Ekman was sent out for 2 minutes in the first half, and now we find a matching situation. Some discussion here by the referees. I don't know what it's about. Your guess is as good as mine. But fisting, that's not the right term in English, really. It should be punching.
Then it's a blue free throw. If you're losing by the first goal, it's a blue free throw. You were the first. You, no, you were the first. You were the first goal. You were the first goal.
Yeah. Just 2 minutes.
He fisting against it because he was holding. This is what you.
Okay, so you could hear the referees discussing it, and there were two different calls. One was a holding call in favor of Flipper, and the other was a
Okay.
a punching call in against Flipper. So Mickey
Blue
Rasmussen's
free throw.
is out, but they get the ball because of the original holding call. So with 5 players, Flipper has to hold off Polisen for 2 minutes. This, if Polisen scores, then they regain their Rasmussen, and they would still have their 1-point lead. So what do they choose to do with the ball? They're moving forward towards Polisen's goal, and the Flipper player is twisting and turning. He's cornered. He's being tackled by 2 players, but Flipper's coming over, and now Jakobsen has it. He goes down to the bottom. He finds Ekman. Ekman's alone. Ekman swims all the way over to the other side. He comes in from the top and passes over, but it's taken by Flipper. Ekman will be very angry at himself for that, but he burned a lot of energy up getting over and probably was in a rush to make a decision. He immediately went to fight to try and get the ball back. So Polisen has won the ball back, and they're looking to make a move on the goal with this power play. Now they have a player underneath the goalie's head, and when he started to move to try and score, it was quickly seized by a Flipper forward. The Flipper forward's now got 3 players on him, and one of them being Jakobsen and Tal, and they're starting to get a little bit rough there.
Wyatt's free throw. Watch. Close.
So Polisen awarded a free throw there. I don't know what the reason was for that. They come in. The penalty is almost over. So the power play did not give Polisen anything. Very rough scrum on the surface here, and ends up with Flipper, which the team's at full strength now. Nilien strips away the ball. Videstal comes in on the left. He doesn't see all the people who are on him, but they managed to get the ball off, and Polisen's got a good position. Petr Andersson's trying to score, and he drifts up, and the ball is out firmly with Flipper now. But that was a good effort, and there was some danger there that now it's Flipper. Mikke Rasmussen over. Vorman plucks the ball away, and it goes down to Robin van Trick, who manages to move it. Zol's got it. Thun. And Zol passes back. Thun coming in on the bottom. He's working, trying to get the back out of the way. Pass to somebody. It goes out. But now it's a fast break for Flipper. And I think that's Thor Hammer Nielsen. Oh, little attack on the head there. Not called. It was just a little love tap. Flipper pausing over on the strong side there, and then making a move. Oh, the ball bounces away. Who's going to come up with it? It's Flipper that has it, but there's a lot of pressure on him. Tack on the head. Free throw for
Blue
Flipper.
free throw. Take a distance.
And with this free throw, Flipper comes in hard to the goal, but is driven directly back out again. Oh, in comes Flipper. They're working from good position, and it's a goal.
Goal, blue team.
Number 26.
Assist.
39. Assist 39. Goal. Number 26.
Rasmussen scored there.
Assist 39. Goal 39. Assist. Goal 26.
So Jorn Kristoffersson awarded the assist there. But really what happened there was the Polisen's basket was surrounded by Flipper players and from all sides, and that was a weak situation. So 4-1 with a little more than 3.5 minutes remaining in the game. Lauberg struggling. Zoll is there to get the ball, and he does. Take over. Widerstål gets a pass which is too risky. He can't hold it. Robin Van Trink forced to hold on to the Flipper player who's taken it. So Flipper has the game pretty safely wrapped up now with a 4-1 lead, and Polisen's really got, I don't see that they can come up with any kind of answer to this. Oh, another goalie knocked off, and Polisen has the ball. They need to clear in order to get some security back here. Thun is working, and they pass twice. They get all the way over. It's a good situation for Polisen, but there's only one player. He's now got teammates underneath, but yeah, they're coming, trying to get behind the back. The back's now been replaced, and oh, the Polisen player who was in the right place didn't see that the pass was by their thigh on the bottom of the pool, and instead Flipper will come all the way over, and another goal.
Goal team.
26.
So it's a real great day for
Assist 71.
Mikko Rasmussen, has scored again,
6 goal.
and Claude Larson supplied him with that ball, so he'll get the assist on that. And Rasmussen got his head apparently under the Polisen goalie's back and just pushed up, and it was impossible for the Polisen goalie to stay on.
White free throw.
So Polisen is going down to defeat here in this match. Flipper managed to get through this game with relatively few serious threats on their goal. There were some, but they were limited, and there was no rhythm. Polisen wasn't able to build up more and more pressure. Now Flipper across the pool, looking up, a pass down. It's a fast break, and Videstål snatches it away, but his pass ends up straight back in the hands of a Flipper player. And Flipper, I mean, Videstål looked great there when he released the ball. It was a really firm pass. It just didn't go to the right team. And now Flipper's in the corner. They can afford to kill time. 18-17. There's no time left in this game for much more to happen. So I don't expect Flipper to score either, but they could. 7 seconds left. It's almost over. 0. There we are. The end of the match. So a really good match for Flipper, and Mickey Rasmussen scored quite a few times there, I think. I lost count, but he probably had a hat trick. Let's see if we'll do an interview.